necessarily be sympathetic to the issue of opposing racial profiling?
Oh, I think it's huge because I'm sure like you, Juan, and I'm sure like many people out there, I have a lot of friends who skip right by C-SPAN and go right to ESPN, who go right by Pacifica Radio and straight to sports radio, who leave alone the front page and go to the sports page. And so when these issues get raised in a sports arena, it actually reaches a far broader audience. I keep thinking of a quote by the late Stokely Carmichael, who was speaking about Muhammad Ali, and he said, Muhammad Ali is far more dangerous than I could ever be because he actually commands an audience that I could never command. Not that his politics are better, but that he has the kind of soapbox that I could never hope to attain. I think we're dealing with something similar right now where this is now getting debated. I heard one of the lead radio broadcasters this morning on ESPN Radio say, I wasn't even thinking about this law and its ramifications, but I'm thinking about it now because of the actions of the Phoenix Suns.
Well, Dave Zirin, I want to thank you very much for being with us. Sports columnist, author of a number of books. His latest, A People's History of Sports in the United States. His column is called The Edge of Sports. As we turn now to Jose Serrano, Congress member from New York, who's taken a stand on this issue as well. Congressmember Serrano, welcome to Democracy Now! We've been talking all about the sports boycotts being called in Arizona, the Suns playing as Los Suns last night on Cinco de Mayo, Charles Barkley coming out condemning the law, Steve Nash. What are you calling for right now when it comes to, well, teams like the Diamondbacks?
Well, I've asked Major League Baseball to consider move the All-Star game from Phoenix, Arizona for the 2011 season. Next year's All-Star game will be played in Arizona. And I think that it would be totally improper considering that 27.7% of all Major League Baseball players are Latinos, and close to 40% of all players from the minor league level up to the major league level are Latinos. So at the minimum, when you talk about the Latino immigrant community and the Latino community in general, Major League Baseball should make a statement. The Players Association said that they were upset at the law, but I've also asked them to take a step further and begin to sign up baseball players who will state early on that they will not play in Arizona in the All-Star game if that law continues to be in effect. And lastly, a few years ago, the NFL, National Football League, was faced with the same situation when Arizona refused to honor the Dr. King birthday celebration that we have in this country, and they pulled a Super Bowl, which had been scheduled for Arizona. So there's a history behind this, and I guess one could say Arizona never learns.
Well, Congressman Serrano, I'd like to move on to another issue that you maybe have not gotten as much press attention as you have over your call for the boycott.